Let's move on. Our second speech of the day. You're up for a treat. Our next speaker is Radhika, and her speech title is How to Keep a Goldfish Alive for a Long Time. Trust me, I need this. Have you ever wondered why goldfishes in a bowl have shorter lifespan? What makes them suffocated and depressed? Tonight, Radhika is going to share her experiences and mistakes made in keeping fishes through storytelling and things to consider while becoming a new pet fish owner. Please welcome Radhika Palivayu. And she is an engineer by profession. In her leisure time, she loves to sing, listen to music. She loves gardening as well. Today, her topic is how to keep goldfish alive for a long time. Radhika.
Thank you, Avi, for that introduction. Is anybody guilty of killing a pet fish in their past? Well, I have to admit, I am. Good evening, Toastmasters and my fellow Toastmasters. Speaking of this, it takes me back to the time when I was single, no husband and kids to take care of. Sounds magical, right? I know it feels so good. I guess I'm derailing from my topic. We'll talk about kids and family some other time. But for tonight, let's just focus on how to keep the goldfish alive for a long time. I've always wanted to pet fishes. And that day, I decided to bring them home. I took my handbag, hopped into my car, and left for Walmart. At first, I didn't have any idea like which one to buy because there were many varieties of fishes. Then immediately from my childhood memories, I thought of a goldfish. And I didn't have any prior experience in keeping fishes. But that day, I was greedy to buy more than one. And I ended up buying 3. This was my first mistake. As a novice, you just want to start off with 1 or 2 fishes, not more than that. I definitely overstocked. Then I bought a small glass bowl, some pebbles, and fish food. Believe me, when I say small glass bowl, it was literally of this size and 3 fishes in it. Can you imagine what would have happened to them? Yes, this was my second mistake. Fishes can survive in small pots, but as they grow, they need big pots because they need larger surface area. And they get suffocated and they get suffocated for space and shorten their lifespan. Then I set up my fish bowl on my kitchen countertop, and I really felt proud of becoming a pet owner of 3 fishes. I named them Chunnu, Munu, and Bunu. I know, it sounds funny. Now, don't ask me how and why I came up with those names. I was just plucking something from the air. I used to feed them more than 3 times a day. In fact, I was overfeeding them out of my sheer ignorance and my blind love for my kiddos. I thought I was the ignorant one here, but believe me, my fishes were also ignorant because they didn't have any idea how much to consume. Like whenever I dropped food in the bowl, they were just gobbling, which made me feel that they were hungry all the time. This was my third mistake. Never ever overfeed them. Feed only 2 or 3 times a day. And in terms of amount of food, you just want to feed them how much ever they can consume in under 2 minutes. Over the time, I developed a good bonding with them. I used to talk and sing to them. Singing was my favorite part. As days passed, my fishes started looking depressed because of overeating, and they were getting suffocated for space. One day, when I returned home, from work, I saw all the three fishes floating in the fishbowl. At first, I did not understand what had happened, but finally, I came into terms that they were all dead. I put them in a box temporarily, hoping that I would give them a good closure. But guess what? I got distracted with work and I totally forgot about them. And eventually they started stinking. I didn't have any choice but just to flush them. I just took my guilt level to another level. So, my husband, even till date, he teases me that I'm such a bad pet owner. It was excruciating in the beginning, but as time flew, it left me with sweet memories. In retrospect, if somebody would ask me, like, what would you do to keep those fishes alive for a long time? The three things are just start off with 2 or 3 fishes or 1 or 2 fishes. Then buy a big tank. The second one would be to buy a big tank with a filter. And third one would be to feed them only in smaller quantities and 2 or 3 times a day. Thank you.